Basis for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah.
No, he didn't call me up personally.
Well,
Trick, because I don't understand, what is the no-fly zone?
Yo, we went out to Detroit, we had a gig to go to,
Cameras around, I doubt anything would have happened.
The checking in drama where rappers are expected to pay their dues when they enter specific locations is making waves, especially with Drake and his Houston protector J. Prince and some hot rumors. Drake thought he had J. Prince's loyalty on lock and tried to shut down any rapper linked to Kendrick Lamar from performing in Houston, but J. Prince, Houston's big boss, didn't back him up. Instead, Schoolboy Q stepped in and called out Drake's mob ties as a joke, while exposing J. Prince for being behind the deaths of some of the most famous rappers, including J. Prince, still stuck in these street games, is out here trying to squeeze money from his own people. But rumors are swirling that this little extortion game might have even claimed some lives. Who has J. Prince been leaning on, and what's really going on with this extortion drama? Let's go back to 18th century Italy, where the mafia was the original pay up or else. Naturally, American street gangs and organized crime groups took notes, and extortion established a dark undercurrent in hip-hop culture, making big money. These groups wanted their piece today. Extortion is nearly woven into hip-hop's DNA. Even the biggest names couldn't escape, such as Tupac. In 2011, FBI files revealed that the Jewish Defense League was extorting Tupo, and other rap legends like E, according to the feds, the JDL, was threatening these artists' lives, then swooping in with an offer of protection for a price. It was like a messed up insurance scam, but with death threats. And Eazy-E, he was a target too right before he tragically passed from AIDS. The FBI even suggested that these threats might have been aimed at Tupac before his in Vegas street gangs are still playing the same old game, demanding that rappers check in. When they roll into a new city, it's all about making sure these artists can move around safely without getting jacked, or worse, in return, turn the rappers either cough up some cash for security or let local talent open for them. It shows it's like buying a hood pass. But sometimes the price isn't just money, it could be your life. Now let's dive into some of the big names who've gotten caught in this web. Remember when? Kanye West had that sketchy moment in Philly. He was just grabbing a bite with some friends at a diner. When a group of shady dudes showed up, they didn't even order food, they just sat there watching him. Kanye had to tuck away his jewelry and lay low, but things were getting tense. That's when Beanie, Seagull, also known as the Broad Street Bully, stepped in and turned the tables. Beanie didn't just show up, he made it crystal clear that no one was going to mess with Kanye on his watch.
he started to get kind of nervous, and he called you up.
No, he didn't call me up personally.
Well, somehow it got you.
Two ways you could put out the blast. It could go to everybody who was, you put the blast out that he felt threatened.
Right.
Yeah.
And you showed up.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, you let them know that nothing was gonna happen to Kanye.
Nah.
That's not how it went down.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, nothing was gonna happen to him. Not while I was there.
But if you think Philly is tough, wait until you hear about Detroit. The Motor City operates on a whole different level thanks to a guy named Trick. Rappers rolling into Detroit better be familiar with the no-fly zone. Trick set the rules, show respect, and pay your dues, or you're not hitting the stage in his city. On the Drink Champs podcast, he revealed that record labels used to come to Detroit and squeeze money from local artists while profiting from the city's talent. He shut that down, ensuring that only locals and those brave enough to cross the no-fly zone profited. They rapidly realized that prank wasn't a joke.
Trick, because I don't understand, what is the no-fly zone? What does that mean? Because I've come to Detroit and had marvelous times.
We shot movies together in Detroit.
But what does this no-fly zone mean?
It was for record labels.
Okay.
When record labels used to have like street teams, and that was back in the A&R days. They would have a promo team, take the artists. A&R take the artists to different locations, and it was like they were just coming to Detroit and wasn't picking up nothing. It was like they would charge the local artists to perform. They would charge the local artists to perform, and the local artists would bring 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people sometimes to this event that will pay to get in. It's like, how is you charging them and they bringing you revenue?
Wow.
And then, when it kept happening with the little homies and they was just doing it because they got money, that, man.
Meaning paying to
it was just so much.
Their own stage, technically.
Exactly.
Right.
And it was radio as well. Like, the Summer Jams events didn't consist of mostly Detroit artists. They consist of everybody from everywhere else, and the Detroit artists would get charged.
Wow.
And I was like, that. Stop everything.
Wow.
Now the only entertainment around this gonna be what's here.
Right.
So we're gonna get acquainted with what we got around these corners, and then we'll start letting a few trinklets in one at a time. And if anybody violated, we'll deal with that accordingly.
Rick Ross learned the hard way that Trick wasn't bluffing when he tried to perform in Detroit without paying his respects. His concert was acted and he couldn't even get inside the venue. It was a power move and a reminder that in some cities you either play by the rules or you don't play at all. When pressed about the incident, Ross downplayed it.
Yo, we went out to Detroit, you know, we had a gig to go to, you know, so the team head over, you know, to the gig. And, you know, I got my team, so my team is always in front of me, you know, just to make it clear. I never even made it to the venue.
Okay.
I never made it to the venue. Me and whoever this gentleman is, we never crossed paths. He never spoke with Rose. And I expect him to clarify that. I expect him, you know, to tell y'all, we never talked to Rose, we never spoke to M&G, but anyway, you know, the caravan on the way to the venue, and, you know, they get there and someone has locked the gates to the venue. Padlocked or however they did it, the gate was locked. It was gentlemen supposed to be here. This I didn't see myself.
Okay.
It was supposed to be gentlemen here who were talking with the police, and it was very peaceful. You know, for my team that made it, you know,
there before you.
Right. You know, they didn't even know it was a problem, you know. And you know, that's the promoter's job, you know what I mean?
Ross never faced the enforcers, expecting them to admit they didn't have the guts to confront him. While waiting for the promoter to sort things out, Ross chilled at Greektown Casino and heard rumors about a gang flexing their muscle. He let the talk go on, expecting someone to clear the air, but when that didn't happen, Ross stepped up and addressed it himself. Ross got his bag, probably a fat one, but couldn't shake the disappointment for his fans left hanging at a lock date for Ross. It wasn't personal, it was just business. Still something didn't add up for him. If you're trying to prove your toughness, why lock out the lions? Ross captured it well.
So, for whatever reason they did this, I don't understand it. Because if it's somebody that's supposed to be from the jungle, in the jungle you don't lock the lions out. You let the lions in and lock them in. That's when you get your confrontation, if that's what you want, and that's when you get your...
Now let's flip the switch to DaBaby. He found himself in a similar jam, but took a totally different route. Known for never backing down, DaBaby was filming a music video in East Atlanta when a local gang rolled up trying to test him.
Nah, I don't know nothing I ain't get told about. Nah, ain't none of that going on. Look, like I say, I with all the little youngins out there. That's cool. But they're cool. Hey, well, they're cool. They ain't got to fuck with me, but I ain't signing no permission slip nowhere. That ain't what I do. Hey, look. If you want to come, if you wanted to come politic, you could have came in politic. Hey, that's all good, big homie. They said he could have just came in politic. You know, that what real do. I ain't no peewee. But check out what I'm saying. I ain't no peewee though, so it don't go like that. It got to be respect.
Unlike Ross, who never made it to the venue, DaBaby was right in the middle of it, but DaBaby wouldn't be told where he could or couldn't go. DaBaby stood his ground, telling them he wasn't checking in with anyone and wasn't about to start. It was tense, but DaBaby walked away with his pride intact, proving he's not one to mess with the takeaway.
Cameras around, I doubt anything would have happened. But then again, people do act stupid. And you know, egos come into play and so forth. Did you feel that it could have gone wrong?
Yeah, your guy was on their side. Your guy was on their side, you know what I mean? It worked out perfect for him. You know, it worked out perfect for him. I really had just ordered, like, you seen like that film, like all them people out there, like film crew. Yeah, I had just came down, it was just me and my brother. But I had just ordered like pieces for like the whole film crew, so everybody could, you know, and everybody could eat it, you know what I mean? And I go grab the pieces and shit, bro. I went to grab the pieces for the whole film crew. And like, I had on like little shorts, so, you know, I had to lighten up.
Imagine this scene with cameras everywhere, people trying to keep it professional but with ego the size of skyscrapers in play. Who knows what could have popped off? Delaware Baby kept it cool, but you could tell he was aware that things could have taken a wild turn. Then there's J Prince, the Houston OG. Drake's go-to guy for street backing his name has been linked to some shady business for years, but lately.
I got a call, you know what I mean, because the little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and you know, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right, because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with it. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce, I got your keys to your McLaren, you know, all that shit that they took, and the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie? We got your Rolls Royce umbrellas.
NBA YoungBoy did not like it. and told J Prince on IG Live how he felt about the public stunt.
I don't know friends, I don't know new relationships. All that pussy ass shit, hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty of around me you could call. Man, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no f***ing publicity, none of that pussy ain't. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
Remember Migos Takeoff, who was shot and died in Houston while J Prince's son Jazz Prince was supposed to guard him. Since then, people have speculated that Kendrick Lamar may have criticized the Prince family in his diss track. Euphoria Kendrick's slick way seemed to warn J Prince to stay out of his beef with Drake or else his son might be exposed. Schoolboy Q from Kendrick's TDE fam called the so-called checking in nonsense a joke, saying he doesn't get why rappers feel the need to cozy up to strangers just because they're passing through their city.
That LA is probably one of the most dangerous places for rappers. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah. Because, I mean, everybody be checking in. That's your favorite thing to do, check in with somebody that's gonna rob your stupid.
Right.
Wow.
Yo, you think that guy, the guy that you don't know in California got your back? The guy that got beef with other hoods and all this, you checking in to that dude?
Right.
Bro, just go to the hotel, get you something to eat, go back to the hotel.
Do your business.
Go have some fun.
Right.
Why do you want to go over there?
Right.
For what? Right. Don't call me.
Right.
Oh, it said motherfuckers be having a nerve to call me sometime. Like.
His fans agreed. The word on the street is that Drake thought he had Houston on lock thanks to J Prince tried to pull a fast one on Schoolboy Q by cancelling 2 of his Canadian shows. But when he tried the same stunt in Houston, it backfired because J Prince wasn't interested in playing Drake's games anymore. On August 3rd, Schoolboy Q lit up the House of Blues in Houston, performing to a packed crowd. Fans were quick to call Drake out for thinking.